Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to close your eyes for a second, not to escape, but to see the best version of yourself. Not imaginary, not someday. Now, right here, open your eyes slowly. That vision is sitting inside you, waiting for your permission to step forward. I'm not here to be gentle. I'm not here to whisper comfortable lies. I'm here to shake you, to wake you up. Because the world doesn't owe you a soft landing. The world rewards those who get up when it hurts, who show up when it's inconvenient, and who act when everyone else hesitates. Now, breathe deep. Inhale possibility. Exhale doubt. Every morning, you choose, not someday, not when the conditions are perfect, today. Let me tell you about a man named Mike. Mike wasn't born special. He had a small apartment, 2 jobs, a scratch notebook where he wrote ideas and no one took seriously. Every morning he chose to write for 30 minutes before the first shift. It wasn't glamorous. It looked ridiculous on the outside, but on the inside, a habit was forming, a daily choice for his future. Choice is yours. Every small, simple action is a choice for the person you want to become. If you keep choosing for fear, fear wins. If you choosing for courage, courage wins. The math is brutal. 30 minutes a day, 6 times a week, 12 months. That's a person transformed. You are writing your life with the ink of your daily choices. Choose well. Pain doesn't break you unless you let it write your story for you. Pain is the letter that teaches you grammar. Picture an oak tree. A sapling faces storms. The wind bends it. The sun scorches it. A deer nibbles the leaves, yet the roots dig deeper to survive. After years, that oak stands taller, wider, its roots anchoring a life that can withstand hurricanes. You are that sapling. Every hard morning, every rejection, every failure, they are your roots. They are not punishments. They are the curriculum of strength. You don't want to be soft. You want to be rooted. Vision without action is decoration. But when vision meets relentless action, it becomes a lighthouse. There once was a lighthouse keeper on a jagged coast. Ships crashed for lack of light. He could have grown bitter. Why me? But he cleaned the lamp every night, polished the glass, trimmed the wick. He mapped the shoals and studied the tides. A single ship signaled one night. Your light saved us. The keeper did not save it by accident. He saved it by fidelity to a purpose. What is your lighthouse? Not a big, vague dream. Something so clear that on the worst days it will pull you forward like gravity. Write it down tonight. Read it in the morning. Let it be your daily compass. Everyone wants the trophy. Few want the training. Think of an athlete preparing for a championship. People see the medal and the highlight reels, but not the 5 a.m. runs, the meals counted, the days where the body screams to stop. That athlete's life becomes a series of choices where short-term comfort is traded for long-term victory. Discipline is the marriage between who you are now and who you want to become. It isn't punitive, it's creative. It sculpts you. Everyday repetition becomes the masterpiece. Ask yourself, what are you unwilling to sacrifice for the life you say you want? I want you to say this with me, out loud. I am not defined by my past. I am defined by my commitments from this day forward. Hear those words. Let them land. Belief isn't naivety. It's the soil where action grows. When you change how you see yourself, you change what you tolerate. If you see yourself as a person who gives up, you'll give up. If you see yourself as a person who finishes, you will finish. Identity is not given. Identity is built. One consistent action at a time. Story break, the baker and the oven metaphor. There was a baker who wanted the perfect loaf. He learned to read heat, to know when dough had enough time to rest. He learned humility, that great bread needs time, patience, and the right conditions. One night, after countless burnt tries, he pulled a loaf so perfect neighbors came to queue. He didn't get lucky. He learned the craft. Your craft is your life. Mastery is not magic. It's daily mastery. Words motivate. Action transforms. Here are 3 non-negotiables I want you to adopt today. Micro commitments. Pick one tiny habit you can do every single day. 2 push-ups, 1 paragraph, 5 minutes of reading. Make it absurdly small, then don't break the chain. Time blocking. Protect your high-value hours. Put your work where your energy is. If you are a morning person, own the morning. Accountability. Tell someone. Make your promise public. The social pressure will help you on days your willpower dips. Do these for 30 days. You'll build momentum that feels like rocket fuel. Story. The single mother who built a business meet Jane. Unpaid internships, bills. She learned to barter. Babysitting for hours of study. She turned her small apartment into an office after bedtime. People told her she didn't have time. She made time. Today, she employs 20 people. Why? Because Jane treated every no as data, not destiny. She kept iterating. She kept showing up. Show up like Jane. I heard you. We are not talking about some far-off end. We are talking about right now. Legacy is not a tombstone. Legacy is what you are building today that breathes while you breathe. Legacy is the person you are when no one is watching. Legacy is the small kindness you offer the exhausted barista. Legacy is the message you send at 2 a.m. to someone who needs a good advice. Legacy is the habit you keep when it would be easier to quit. Think of a garden. You don't plant a tree for your great-grandchildren and forget to water it for 40 years. You water it today. You pull the weeds today. You cultivate it now. So ask, what seeds am I planting today? Am I planting bitterness or hope? Am I planting excuses or discipline? Your answers will bloom now, not later. Story. The teacher's ripple. A teacher in a small town changed the trajectory of a student by refusing to let them drop out. That student became an engineer, then an entrepreneur, then a mentor to others. One act, consistent care, rippled into thousands of lives. You don't need a podium to create a wave. You need presence. Be present. Be intentional. Plant seeds now. Fear is a liar. It uses your voice to sound like truth. Confront it with 3 moves. Name it. Say the fear out loud. I am afraid of failing. Naming takes power away from it. Shrink it. Break the big fear into the tiniest step. What is one small test that exposes the fear to reality? Act. Fear survives on inaction. Action starves it. Do this every time fear shows up. Repeat. It works. Momentum is like dominoes. You need the first tiny push for the rest to fall. People wait for the giant push, the perfect moment, but tiny, consistent pushes stack into unstoppable force. Set up one domino today, another tomorrow. Within months, entire patterns shift. Story. The small town band that wouldn't quit a band played in bars for 10 years with no record deal. They kept rehearsing, kept improving. One night, someone in the crowd recorded a raw video. It went viral. The same song they played in empty rooms now echoed in arenas. The difference? They didn't stop. You might be closer than you think. Keep playing. Your climb is not meant to be lonely. People lift you and you lift people. Be the person who shows up. Say the hard thing with compassion. Celebrate others' wins fiercely. Influence is not manipulation. Influence is service amplified. Ask, who am I serving? Who am I lifting? Today, do one thing for someone without expecting anything back. Failure is not a verdict. It's a draft. If you are not failing, you are not trying. The best artists make the ugliest canvases before the masterpiece. The best scientists publish failed attempts on the way to a discovery. When failure comes, and it will, ask 3 questions. What did I learn? What will I change? What will I do next? That is a blueprint for growth. Story. The Inventor and the 1,000 Prototypes. An inventor tested 1,000 variations of a design. Each one seemed worse than the last, but the 1,000th one led to a product that changed industries. The inventor didn't see the last prototype as the first success. He saw it as the last lesson. Embrace iteration. Listen to me closely. Greatness is not a lottery ticket. It is a discipline. It is persistence wrapped in a vision. It is the daily courage to choose better, to show up raw, to keep building. Stand up with me now. If you're sitting, stand. If you're already standing, straighten your shoulders. Feel the gravity of this moment. Repeat after me. I plant seeds today. I take imperfect action today. I lift others today. I am present. I am relentless. I am becoming. Let those words burn a path through your next decisions. Go home. Start the habit. Make the call. Write the page. Run the extra mile. Send the message. Do the work. Plant the seed. You don't need someone to hand you permission. Permission is internal. Permission is a decision. So decide now. Before you leave, take out your phone. Open the notes. Write down the one micro commitment you will keep for the next 30 days. Make it so small you can't say no. Then send one message to someone. I started this. I'm doing it. Hold me to it. When you come back a month from now, you will not be the same. You may not have finished the mountain, but you will have moved. And movement creates identity. Identity creates results. This is not a repetition. This is your life. Speak for it. Fight for it. Love it fiercely. Build it intentionally. Stand tall. Walk out with your shoulders back. Breathe responsibility into every cell. Today, you begin. Today, you plant. Today, you become. Now go and show the world what you were made for. Believe in you. Start now.